Witnesses who saw a military plane crash and burst into flames in the Mississippi Delta yesterday said the aircraft spiraled downward with one of its wings smoking. Another witness told the New York Times that the aftermath was horrific, with bodies everywhere. U.S. military officials say the crash killed everyone on board, 15 Marines and 1 Navy sailor. Investigators say they will not release the names of the victims unless and until the notification of the families is complete. According to the U.S. Marines, the plane crashed in a soybean field near Itta Bena, Mississippi, as you can see right there in this western central part of the state, about 85 miles north of the state capital of Jackson. Military officials say that aircraft left from the Marine Corps Air Station at Cherry Point in North Carolina and was headed to California. The plane was a C-130 like the one you see at the top photo here, KC-130 actually. It's a tanker plane that can refuel other aircraft in midair. Kristen Lee is a reporter with WMC TV, I should say with Fox 13 WHBQ television in Memphis, and is live at the Emergency Management Center down south in Greenwood, Mississippi, about a mile away or so from the crash. What do you know?
Chef, we are in front of the Emergency Management Center, the command center they've set up here in Mississippi as they investigate that crash. In the last hour, we've learned that at least 6 of those Marines and 1 sailor were part of the United States Marine Corps Special Operations Command. That's, again, new information that we've gathered in the last hour. We're waiting here for updates from military personnel. In the meantime, we've been contacting local law enforcement agencies and, of course, the local airport here in Greenwood to learn more about what happened. I've been in contact with airport personnel throughout the day about those moments that led up to that crash. What we learned here this afternoon is that the crash seems to be unexpected. Airport personnel tell me that there was no distress call that they're aware of before this crash happened. And there was a great deal of confusion here moments after that crash. There was smoke in the air. People could see that something had happened, but people were very unsure of what was going on. I talked to a pilot at that local airport. He told me that local law enforcement actually had him fly above the crash zone where that smoke was to see exactly what had happened. They weren't sure if this was a large plane, a small plane. The pilot told me he was able to tell them about how serious this crash was. Of course, it was a devastating afternoon yesterday here in Mississippi, not only for those military servicemen, but many of their families across the nation who are impacted by this.
Kristen Lee from Fox 13 in Memphis in the Mississippi Delta for us this afternoon.